Happy Devils Thursday. This is The Woo Report. The Woo Report. Episode 365. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Tonight's title is All in the Family. We're actually all in the Devils family for your New Jersey Devils. I'm your host, Sam Wu. Hello, little fireboy. Alan Cosman, actually listening live this time, as he says. Michael, October yet? Oh, the off season. It's just so long. But we got some Devils news from our good friends of the podcast, James Nichols of New Jersey Hockey Now and Ryan Novozinski of NJ.com. Why I say that it's all in the Devils family, and this is a good thing. Jeremy Brodeur, got the wrong Brodeur. Jeremy Brodeur signing with the Utica Comets today. Also, Tom Fitzgerald's kids. You've got two of them. I think it's Ryan Fitzgerald going to be with the Utica Comets, and then Brendan Fitzgerald invited to development camp to participate. That's something good. And I like this. I like this a lot. I love it when the entire family gets involved. It's a family affair. You've got the Hughes brothers. In the past, the Pandolfo brothers, Jesper Bratt brothers. What else? Did the Niedermeyer brothers ever get together in New Jersey? Probably not. That damn fax machine not getting in time, apparently. That's what happened back in 2003 when Lou Lamoriello tried to get both Rob and Scott Niedermeyers under one umbrella, from what I understand. The Zajac brothers. Interesting. And I think that's a great thing. I think it's a wonderful thing. If you keep the team like a family, the bond that a team can get out of it, and I think can help the Devils organization as a whole. I'm so glad that Marty Brodeur is back with the team. You know, a few years ago, he was with the St. Louis Blues, then came back in 2019, I believe. Now, changing roles from the business operations side to the hockey ops, helping Tom Fitzgerald out. But also, I think the Devils should also look to the past like they have been. You got Sergei Brylin, three-time Stanley Cup champion, assistant coach of the New Jersey Devils. Maybe Patrick Elias will have more of a role. But the one person they need to bring back, if you want to make this family whole, that's got to be Scott Stevens. Yes, Scott Stevens, the captain that brought 3 Stanley Cups to New Jersey. Devastating hits. And I think that Scott Stevens would really make the Devils whole. And my goodness, what he can teach these kids, how to play defense, how to play the game. And I think the Devils need to reach out to him. In some capacity, Scott Stevens has to be with this team. Something special is brewing here. This is a special team. A team that took 10 years in the making to put together. Ken Danico, obviously, if you want to look at all the retired jerseys, Ken Danico was the second jersey to be retired. I like to see more of Scott Niedermayer back. Patrick Elias back. And it's always good to see Brodeur with the team. And I think what Scott Stevens can bring to the table, I think will help the Devils right now. But why? Where's Scott Stevens? Now, it could be he doesn't want to get involved. Retired life is always good. But you got to get Scott Stevens in the mix with the New Jersey Devils. And I think it's a good thing that Anthony Brodeur, back in, I believe, 2013, 7th round pick in the draft. That was a nice touch by Lou Lamoriello, then GM of the New Jersey Devils. Now Jeremy Brodeur getting his shot to play in the AHL with the Utica Comets. The goalie situation with Nico Dawes hurt, I think Tom Fitzgerald, for the most part, is maybe done with having to search for depth at the goaltending position by signing guys like Corey Crawford or Jonathan Bernier. It's right now Schmid and Vanacek. I think these are good signings for the AHL level to make sure that you have bodies, goaltenders that can backstop in Utica. Joseph Lano says, doesn't Stevens live in New Jersey already? Yes, he does. But he does go hunting in the wintertime. Michael says, get the band back together. I think so. It's all in the Devil's Family, which is the title of this podcast. And there's, there was a scene in that movie Miracle when Herb Brooks, played by Kurt Russell, tried to bring another ringer on, one of his guys from the Minnesota Gophers team, trying to make it on Team USA. And then I think it was Mike Eruzione and a couple other guys told to Herb Brooks that we're a family. I think of having your team like a family and having a family culture is such a good thing. And that's the kind of culture that Tom Fitzgerald is building here, with the New Jersey Devils. Tom Fitzgerald, everything he's done well. Building it up. Right now it's July 6th, past 9 p.m. Eastern. We're talking about Devils hockey. But right now, I'll tell you, family. Where's Scott Stevens? I love to see the Devils bring back Scott Stevens in some capacity with his organization. It would be kind of cool to see Jeremy Brodeur if he could actually play an NHL game. at some point in his hockey career as a New Jersey Devil. That would be awesome. Now, we've seen Casey Fitzgerald, one of Tom's sons, in the Stanley Cup Finals with the Florida Panthers. Also played for the Buffalo Sabres. But his other sons, Ryan Fitzgerald and Brendan Fitzgerald, will get a crack at it with this organization. Zach Stevenson says, the one thing I like about it, this team, is every player likes each other. Jack gets so excited when Basher and McLeod resigned. Fitzy is building a team and a family. And that's part of the team chemistry, Zach. Don't forget about that. I mean, Basher and McLeod both said we would have signed anything when they signed their contracts on July 1st. It builds team chemistry. It's infectious. I mean, Jack got so excited when Luke Hughes, his brother, got drafted by the Devils. That excitement's real. JP says, chemistry is everything. Look at the Rags, meaning the New York Rangers. Agreed. Hello, Ted. Steve Engel, our normal regulars here on the Woo Report. But it's all in the Devils family right now. I love what Tom Fitzgerald's doing. Even though today's news are not headliners that Jeremy Brodeur had signed and, you know, the Fitzgerald brothers being part of the organization as players. But it tells you what kind of organization that the New Jersey Devils are. Michael asks, can we all agree to call them the Rags till they beat us in the playoffs? Call them Rags. You can call them Rangers. That's how they pronounce it. Rangers. Oh, just can't. I remember in Game 2 this past playoffs against the Rangers. Oh, that New York accent. Oh, goodbye. See you later. Oh, that thick New York accent. Chanting, let's go Rangers. Let me tell you something. I'm going to generalize here, but New York Ranger fans don't watch hockey. They watch the New York Rangers. If you ever think about it, like Ranger fans, they don't watch anything else outside of watching the Rangers. It's kind of weird to say that. All right, I want to thank all those tuning in this Woo Report on a Thursday night. Dropping the podcast at midnight for your morning and afternoon commute. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Woo Report. And, yeah, we'll talk more goalie. John Gibson's name starting to get louder and louder and louder in the rumor circles, in the rumor mill of his NHL free agency. Could there be a trade in the works? I don't know. Can Fitzy make it happen? Of course he can. How's he going to do it? Nobody knows. He's that good. Fitz magic. Tom Fitzgerald. Alrighty. Get out of here. Thank you to all those tuning in. This is the Woo Report. Till next time, let's go Devils.